Helen Yee here at Fight Ready, being joined by the one and only, the great Demetrious Johnson. Always great to see you, and I know you have a big rematch coming up at 161 August 26th.
Yep, very good to see you guys in beautiful Arizona.
Yeah, so looking at that rematch, what expectations do you have for yourself going into it?
You know, just going in and competing. You know, I think the first fight, first round was going good, and the second round got caught with the uppercut and got blasted in the face. So, a fight's a fight. Go out there and do my best and see what happens.
And to get the win over him in this rematch, would that be the most fulfilling win for you, given what happened in the first fight?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you if it is or not because it hasn't happened yet, right? So for me, I take every fight as a very big fight for myself. So it'll be good to get the belt, but I don't know. We have to see what happens if I can make it happen.
And you always have a great mindset, the championship mentality. And speaking of champions, obviously we're here at Fight Ready. Everyone's talking about your friendship with Henry Cejudo. So who reached out to who first?
I reached out to him. Me and my wife, we got a house out here, and I knew Henry Cejudo was out here, and we've always respected each other. And so I reached out to Will Harris. I was like, yo, man, can you give me in touch with Henry? And he goes, yeah. And Henry, I called Henry, and he goes, I thought this was a joke, Demetrious. And I was like, nah, man. I was like, I'm out here. I want to, share knowledge and train together. Yeah. And so, I told him, I haven't told him yet, but I'll be back out here for Thanksgiving. And if he's getting ready for a fight, I'll be more than happy to come out here and lend my body and get some rounds in with him and go from there.
I love that. Now, Will Harris, too, the man, right? The videographer. That's awesome. Yeah. So was he kind of like, wow, what's happening?
Yeah, well, Will Harris, we spend a lot of time together, and he always knows, I'm a chill pickle, man. I have, like I said, no ego. It's one of my biggest things I've always wanted to do is be able to train and just see where, I don't want to say stack up, but see where my knowledge is not against everybody, but just share knowledge with the other athletes in mixed martial arts, whether we competed or not competed against each other. And Henry, with all the cringe and all that shit, he's a great guy, honest. And yeah, I like him.
But years ago when you were fighting him, did you ever foresee that this would happen in the future?
No, not at all, because I don't foresee the future. But once we got the house here in Arizona and in my house only 30 minutes from the gym, I was like, it would be stupid for me not to be able to utilize, reaching out, say, hey man, I'm being in town for 2 weeks. You mind if I come train? He goes, absolutely, let's get together, share knowledge. And, we're two different completely athletes. So I think when I can share knowledge, give him knowledge, and he give me knowledge, it's only going to make us both better.
Well, definitely, and I know the fans love to see it, and no doubt are you a future Hall of Famer for sure, but someone who just got inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame, Khabib Nurmagomedov, what did you make of kind of his legacy in his career?
Yeah, I mean, his career, his legacy is amazing. I mean, 29-0, undefeated. The thing that makes me sad is I wish I would have seen him fight more. He had a lot of injuries in the beginning of his career, in the middle of his career. In the UFC, but an amazing career, and he's made a lot of money, and for him he's like, why do I need to fight? I don't need money, I'm happy. And to see him give back to Islam Makhachev and Umar Nurmagomedov, those guys, it's amazing, because I know it takes a lot of effort to be a coach, and for him to kind of pick up where his fire left off, that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and to see his passion in that, and to see him excelling in that as well. But you mentioned Islam, and a lot of people are talking about Islam potentially fighting Charles Oliveira. If that fight were to happen, who do you think takes that?
That's going to be a sick fight. That's probably one of the fights I'm looking forward to. A big fan of Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. I've seen Charles Oliveira, me and him fought on the same card when he fought Cub Swanson in multiple fights. And to see him be the champion now, probably the best lightweight in the world. They'll settle it between him and Islam. But absolutely great fight. I can't pick a winner in that fight. It's gonna be a sick fight.
I know, and I know all the fans can't wait to see that. Now, there's always so much going on in MMA, and also the evolution of the sport and where it's headed. So what would you like to see be changed or improved for MMA to continue to evolve?
Man, it's kind of hard. I mean, honestly, I think One Championship's doing it, just having not just all mixed martial arts, just having everything on it, right? You watch One Championship, it's not just mixed martial arts. It's MMA, kickboxing, Muay Thai, grappling matches, and it's always funny because there's a lot of U.S. fans who hate the ground game. They're like, oh, boo, stand them up. Perfect. You can watch, Muay Thai and One Championship with the 4-ounce gloves. They'll love that. It's all stand and bang. So for me, I think one championship is doing it. There's, you know, I think as MMA as a whole, I think there's too much you can do. You know, there are always going to be new tricks out there. You know, you get the fucking calf kick now, and people are always being creative. But I think it's all as a total package. I think one championship is doing it right.
And what about open scoring? Are you a fan of that?
I don't really care about open scoring because at the end of the day, you know, mixed martial arts judging is subjective, right? Like, you know, you get a criteria of how you're going to judge a fight, but you know, if I was to watch a fight, I might think different of what's going on because what I think is winning the fight is going to be different from what you think is winning the fight, right? So, you know, I didn't see the Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Pedro Munoz fight, but Sugar Sean O'Malley was like, how the fuck did I lose that first round, right? Once again, it's subjective, right? There was somebody at my gym, he goes, mixed martial arts is not a sport. I was like, what you mean? He goes, because it's subjective. Like, this guy's telling you that he's better than you unless you finish him, right? He goes, track is a real sport because I'm going to beat you. If I beat you at a 100-meter run, I beat you. I don't need somebody fucking tell me who won the fight, who won the race. So for me, open scoring is going to be hard because subjective. Like, judging is subjective to what that person thinks is going on and winning the fight.
Always very well said. And for all your fans who can't wait to watch you return August 26th at 161, what would you like to let them know?
Hey, you guys can always follow me on Twitch. I'm not streaming as much, but make sure you guys follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and appreciate the support.